Zanu PF's wartime proverbial axe yesterday fell on First Lady Grace Mugabe and over a dozen of her cohorts in a faction of the ruling party known as G40 as the party's central committee ushered in a post-President Robert Mugabe era. By RICHARD CHIDZA In, a continuation of the brutal factional purges that have characterized Zanu PF since 2014, former Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa's Team Lackist faction, riding on the military's coattails, waved the guillotine on Grace for promoting hate speech, divisiveness and assuming roles and powers not delegated to her office. Vice President Phelekezela Mphoko and 9 cabinet ministers, a deputy minister and 3 provincial affairs ministers were also expelled from Zanu PF. Mphoko was also recommended for expulsion from the party for divisiveness, being a member of the G40 cabal, protecting criminals and conduct that is inconsistent with the office of Vice President and decorum. Other leading figures of the G40 faction expelled from the party were Saviour Kasukuwere, local government minister and party national commissar, Anastansia Ndlovu, higher education and party secretary for science and technology, Ignatius Chombo, finance minister and party secretary for administration, Mandi Chimene, medical and provincial affairs minister, Anastansia Ndlovu, deputy tourism minister, Kudzanai Chipanga, youth league politburo secretary, Walter Mzembe, foreign affairs minister, Mandi Chimene, provincial affairs minister, Tongai Kasukuwere, youth league, Shadreck Mashayamombe, Harare South MP, Eunice Sandi-Moyo, Bulawayo Provincial Affairs minister, Makhosini Hlongwane, sports, Innocent Mendes, youth, Latina, women's league, and Samuel Undenge, energy, Hurungwe East MP, Xavier Kazizi, youth league, Patrick Juau, public service minister, and Mpehlabayo Malinga, husband to Tabetha Kanengoni-Malinga, the minister of state in Mfoko's office. According to the resolutions of the Central Committee which met in Harare yesterday, all suspensions of party members since the 2014 Congress were nullified. All suspensions and expulsions after the 2014 Congress on the basis on fictitious allegations created to protect criminals by the G40 cabal be and are hereby nullified, the resolutions read. The Women's League also announced that they had recalled Grace from her position as Women's League Secretary. The Zanu PF Youth League was not to be left out.It hit out at Grace in a statement following a meeting before the Central Committee. The likes of Chipanga, Mandi Chimene, Tongai Kasukuwere and Kazizi and Ndlovu had become the voice and face of Youth League looting. We take great exception to the vulgar language which had become part of Mrs Mugabe's vocabulary and clearly showed that she lacked grooming and true motherhood, the statement said. The course of justice should take its path without fear or favour.All criminals, particularly João, Chombo, Kasukuwere, Anastansia Ndlovu, Latina Undenge, Chimene should pay dearly for causing untold suffering to Zimbabweans, the Youth League said. The Zanu PF Congress set for December 12 to 17 will go ahead despite the bedlam that has hit the ruling party, with a pronouncement to the effect that Mnangagwa will be Zanu PF's presidential candidate in elections expected next year.